Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a Postfly unboxing for the September 2017 box. This box is the fly tying box, and it's going to be for warm water flies. I think this is something new that they've been doing for the last couple months. In the past, if you got a fly tying box, I think it was always for trout. I might be wrong on that, but now they let you choose what species for the fly tying box. So let's cut it open and see what's in there. Alright, first off, you get what they call the fly guide. And usually what they do is they just show you, like if you got the trout box, they'll show you the trout flies in there, and then warm water and so on. There's the centerfold. Of course they have steelhead and salt water as well. So here's the materials. They usually put them all in a bag like this. Alright, so here's some of the materials you got here. And apparently it's called the Boobie Fly. Alright, so there it is. Looks like the a little bit of, what is it, black and yellow marabou on the tail there, some crystal flash, some ice chenille for a body with black foam and then laying on the top, and then the eyes with those little cylinders. I guess you tie them right down the middle to make it look like eyes, which would be those things right there. And it's kind of funny, I don't see any instructions on how to tie the fly in there. It seems like I got an email saying that they show you how to do it online now. But I almost think I could probably tie this one up without the instructions. And I'll try to tie it up here in a couple minutes. Alright, so let's see what else is in here. Some 3D eyes, that's kind of cool. I could use those on the on this fly right here, but I could also use it on some of the other flies I do. So it came with some yellow ones right there too, so I'll definitely have a lot left over. I can use those on some others that I do. And right there looks like a tape measure. Yeah, tape measure. And it's kind of like the flexible kind too, makes it a little easier to work with. And push the little button on the back and it retracts it. It's pretty handy. Nice. Could always use one of those. And threw a couple stickers in there. The Wade Rod Company and the Postfly Tribe sticker. So I'm going to get my materials ready and see if I can tie this thing up. Alright, so there it is. That's the one that came with it. I'm going to see if we can tie that up. Like I said, I think you go online now to look at the instructions. But I'm pretty sure I can do this one just by looking at it. I guess we will see. Alright, so first looks like we tie in a little yellowtail out of some marabou. I usually like to wet it down just a little bit, make it easier to handle. Next I'm gonna put in some crystal flash right now. Probably could have actually done that first, but I'm just using my own because the stuff they included They just kind of crammed it into a bag and it's all misshapen, so I'm just going to use my own. This is just two, and usually what I do is I just fold them over like that. Some black marabou on top of the yellow. So I'm going to take the black ice chenille now and just tie it in here at the end. Retie the tail in. I think I'm just going to let it hang out the back right now. So now they got the black foam strip. Looks like it's tapered. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but I'm going to put the smaller end down there. I got it cut down to a point like they did. You kind of tie it in kind of tight, so you're almost like you're making like a little segment there. Really pinch that foam right in. And then you just kind of fold it back, wrap your way up to the front. First you want to take this ice chenille, wrap it a few times underneath the body here. Kind of gives it that insect look along the bottom, you know. Alright, so you gotta make sure you get enough room in front of this yellow cylinder here. So when you finish tying it off, you'll have the room for it. So I'm gonna just bring this back just a little. Tie it in. A little tricky to tie in foam. It likes to slide around a little. Sometimes you have to kind of keep adjusting it. Just like that. You cinch it down. So what I've done there is that I left just a little bit of a triangle and I kind of just trimmed it down some. So you can have like something to bind down. Just makes it a little bit more secure. Give it some nice tight wraps, you'll be able to bind that foam right down. It makes it a little more secure than if you were just to cut it off straight across. That thread might just slip off. So if you leave yourself a little bit of a point and even like take a little off the top, just don't cut your line. That foam will bind down pretty well. Now we're going to tie this thing in. I think what you do is you kind of go over almost like you're making X's along the top. And it's going to wander around some, so you got to kind of adjust it little by little. It's almost like probably tying in like one of those barbells for like a Clouser minnow. Well, I didn't quite get it in the center there, but I don't think the bass will mind. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of like going like this, a couple passes, and then just kind of going the other way like that, in case you were wondering. And I think that's pretty much it for the fly. Just going to try to get some wraps there under the eye. Instead of trying to, I'm not going to try to tie it off right there where the eye of the hook is. I'm going to come back behind the little cylinder and I'm going to tie it off right here. Alright, so let's put the little eyes on. And there we go. Alright, so now we're going to put some head cement on. A lot of times when you do these foam body flies, you want to be pretty generous with your head cement. Anywhere you can see thread, even if you get it on the foam a little bit, it's not going to hurt it. Because that foam's going to want to slide around the hook sometimes, and that can be kind of annoying. I like to put it right there too, where you tied it in. And if you happen to get these a little uneven, you can always obviously trim off the bigger one just to even them out. But I don't think a bass is going to care all that much. It's all done. I didn't quite get it on the center there on the eyes. Here's theirs. Theirs is more fluffed out because I wet mine down a little bit when I put it on. But it's pretty much the same thing. And I think that's how you do it. It's pretty close. So kind of a cool fly. I'm sure that will work. They gave you a couple different variations, like you can use like this green ice chenille, and they have like olive foam marabou, so you can tie up a couple different colors, and they give you a bunch of hooks, so not too bad. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. That is the September 2017 Warmwater Fly Tying Kit, Fly Tying Box from Postfly. And I have, there's a link down in the video description if you want to join up. I put a little link down there. So check it out. Thanks for watching. Until next time.